Alright, well, welcome back to the Spectrum Squad podcast. Joining with me today is our first and only episode. Oh, I'm just kidding.
No.
It'll probably not be, but where Nick and I are alone. This was the initial attention, but hey, I'm not saying that I disrespected any of you guys.
What he's saying is he fucking hates all of you.
Yeah, fuck
Bailey,
every single one of you. No, but now it's just us, one-on-one, mano-a-mano. And we have a few good topics that we'd like to discuss today.
You right.
Yes.
Let's get this shit started then.
Okay, so we'll start with one thing that I want to talk about. Pretty simple subject. A lot of people know about it. Wait, no, it's not what you think it is. Though.
But we also when we start talking about it, you gotta throw something in there so motherfuckers know if they don't want to listen to it, they don't have to.
All right, I want to talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier first.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking about the other stuff.
Oh, the other stuff, yeah, we'll get to it.
Trigger warning shit.
Yes, okay, trigger warning. I'll start by saying. Whatever.
Spoilers and then trigger warning.
Yes, we'll start putting titles at the beginning of every conversation.
I haven't watched the third episode.
Oh, it's okay. Well, there's a third episode. Oh my god, that came out today, didn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I just saw it on your YouTube when I was back.
Damn. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Same.
Okay, so did you watch the first two episodes?
Yeah.
You did. You messaged me about it. Okay, what did you think of him?
I fucking hate this Captain America.
Yeah, you see, I didn't mind him.
No, I feel he's racist. Like he has a black sidekick, but I still feel he's racist.
Why?
I don't know. He just gives me racist vibes.
Yeah, he's kind of he gives me an asshole vibe for sure.
Bucky and Sam are walking out of the police station. How do you draw their attention? You turn on a police siren. Like I get that there's cop cars, but like hey, you can just yo.
That'd be a good way for Falcon to, I guess, take the mantle again. Because, you could tell race is already included.
I want to beat the shit out of him and then take the shield from him. But again, it's the government's property, so I don't think it will happen.
I think he'll get the shield at the end of it.
I
don't think he's going to be a vigilante.
I feel like it'll be a season 2.
I don't know. I think it'll end with him being...
Will it be like WandaVision?
No, I think this series is just a standalone. I don't think they're going to have a season 2, will they? I don't know. Me, assuming that this is a standalone series... I'm going to assume that he's going to get the mantle at the end of it, but you can already tell that my Xbox is on. You can tell that race is going to play a part because of Isaac, the black soldier, super soldier that they introduced. Yeah. How he was like, how come no mentioning of him happened? And I feel like that might play a part. There was these theories saying that, I think it derived from a comic book where the government covered up the fact that they even had these black super soldiers.
His name's Isaiah. You said Isaac.
Isaac.
It's Isaiah.
Damn, close enough. It was something. Regardless, I feel like race is going to play a part.
Probably. Because, it's also the main antagonist is the whole, it's just a random group of people. So it's I feel like just social status and the race will have something to do with it.
Yes. I feel like it's interesting for sure because I feel like it'll have a third party villain, the same structure as WandaVision in a way.
I feel like Captain America is the third party villain.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Say Captain
John
America
Walker is the third party villain.
Yeah, John Walker's Agnes. This what are they called? The mask people.
I don't know. The third something I think.
I don't know.
Flag Smashers.
Flag Smashers, there we go. Thank you. They're the equivalent of Sword. And then Captain America, Falcon, and...
Wanda.
Yeah, Sam and Bucky.
Sam and Bucky are Wanda and Vision.
Yeah, Wanda and Vision. So, I don't
know.
Are
they all read the same?
They're just yo, put these characters in
They said copy paste, copy my homework but change it a little so the teacher doesn't suspect anything.
Dude, that took so long to figure out.
Shit.
I was like, wait a minute.
Good thing we're fans of this shit.
I know. I was like, if I weren't a fan of this, I'd be like, why does anybody like this? Did you actually hear about what the plans for Justice League 2 and 3 were going to be from Zack Snyder?
No.
It came out in
I haven't even watched the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, I haven't watched the Snyder Cut either, but I found out that the roadmap for them were exactly the same story, equivalent to as Infinity War and Endgame. Where the first, say, Justice League 2 was where they would go against this dark side, and then they would lose. And then the whole nightmare sequence that Batman had, where Superman went rogue and everything was a post-apocalyptic wasteland, was the actual reality. And then like in Justice League 3, or supposedly, it would start off from generation? There. Yeah, it would start off in that destroyed like era with all the gritty superheroes, and that's when Flash goes back in time and tells Bruce like,
Batman, like,
yes, and then they end up changing the whole thing, and then so.
Because I know that there was a change in the Snyder Cut where it shows like a scene of like the Joker in the post-apocalyptic thing.
Yeah.
With Jared Leto's Joker, which is the worst Joker.
Debatably the worst Joker. Yeah, I mean, like, I heard his performance didn't change, but his look at least is better.
Yeah, no, his look. I know he went for a long-haired look, like a post-apocalyptic Joker.
Yeah, he looked like Sinister from the movie Sinister, or the Boogeyman from Sinister. Yes, that's what he looked like.
But I don't know, like, I always preferred the Justice League over Marvel as far as like when I was growing up.
Yeah.
But cinematic wise, it's always Marvel over Justice League.
I might have been kicking the cord.
Oh my god.
I feel like lately Marvel has definitely taken the forefront. Yeah, like they're the first ones to make realistic looking movies.
Well, even that.
I mean, like except for a cinematic universe out of it, because Batman did it like really good job with Christopher Nolan in the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, no, but
and then Spider-Man, the
that was trilogy. So fucking dark for like when we were growing up. the original Batman movies, that trilogy was a little bit too dark for like compared to Spider-Man and the Hulk and Fantastic Four.
That is true. That's true. But I guess like I never really saw it that way. I liked it. I don't know. For me,
it was like like you were always a movie guy though.
Yeah, it felt like more real, for sure. Yeah. Just because Christopher Nolan. I can't say his name. I was making sure my door was closed so Marcus didn't be like, what the fuck?
I checked it at the beginning.
Yes, he went for a more cinematic approach, or realistic approach, I should say. Which, anyways, back to Winter Soldier. I don't even know what to expect from the series. Like, off of these first 2 episodes, I don't know where it's going to go. I think that's what I like about it. It gives me the similar vibes to WandaVision, where like in WandaVision when I watched those first 2 episodes I was like, something's up. I just don't know what it is. I was so
out of it for WandaVision the first 2 episodes. I was like, what the fuck is this garbage? This shit's bad.
See, you and Isaiah shared the same opinion.
And then like 3, 4, and 5 came and I was like, yo, what the fuck just happened? It's because I thought it was all going to be like that old television kind of vibe where it's like all fucking scripted and I was like, is this what this is? Like, and then once I noticed that it was like, through every episode is like a generation change, a timeline change.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so it's not gonna be all black and white until the fucking end.
But like, in the thing, you could see it like at the end of the first episode, you see how the camera pulls out and you see the computer screen with somebody taking notes. You remember that?
I don't fucking pay attention to the small details sometimes.
It's the last scene. It's literally the last scene. Like, once the credits start to roll, within seconds, my guy, all you had to do was stick around and it pulls out and it lets you know that clearly something's off.
I might have.
By the first episode.
I might have, but it's been a minute. So.
See, because I talked with Isaiah about it. I asked him, I was like, have you seen WandaVision? And then this was after the series finale. So I, wanted to talk about it with people. And then he was like, no, I watched the first 2 episodes and I didn't like it. I was like, no, why?
I had watched the first episode and I was like, nope, this is hot garbage. And then I went back and watched the second episode like weeks later, maybe when episode 5 is out.
Yes.
I was like, this shit's still not great, but I kind of get it. And then 3 and 4 came out and I was like, okay, now I can stand it.
Damn. Okay, I might have a bias just because I actually really enjoyed the dynamic between Vision. I love Vision as a character. Ever since
I love Vision as a character there too.
Yeah, like just seeing him interact and knowing because I saw maybe this is why, but I saw an interview, before WandaVision came out with Elizabeth Olsen saying that this was a trip through WandaVision's mental health. Which was something that I thought that going into it immediately, I don't know, I pay attention for the details.
I understand it. I can see it.
Yeah, so...
Because you go with grief from losing a loved one to...
Yeah. So I guess that I'm walking into WandaVision, I knew that from the get-go. I knew that she was delusional, especially that scene. You can't tell me that scene where they're having dinner in the first episode, and then suddenly it goes from, like, the 50s era style everything, audio, camera angles, and then that one scene is just, like, up close, like, shots, like modern cinema. It was the coolest thing ever. I guess from like a filmmaker's perspective.
No, I don't. Like I said, I don't notice this tiny.
Yeah, like from a filmmaker's perspective, it was such a like loop. Like I guess like casual viewers maybe didn't realize, but it goes from every single shot being those super wide shots that you'd get from 50s television, and then being these close up angles from low angles, from high angles, showing like the camera moving and stuff like that, and then just like the sudden tone, how like she was stuck in that glitch or whatever it was.
Episode 1 is just fried from my brain, like.
You have to watch it again and keep that in mind. Like, look out for it. It is so good. I thought that first episode was amazing.
Scene, right, where they're like the windows are opening and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, I know the scene you're talking about. It's just like I said, I don't notice it from a filmmaker's.
Yeah, like it's after that scene that like it shows that something was wrong because like you don't remember her like slamming on the table, being like stop it. But like over and over, like she was stuck in a glitch while this person's dying. Like clearly,
yeah. When the boss is like choking and shit.
Yeah, that whole scene was like the modern cinema angles. Oh. Yeah, those angles weren't really seen back in the 50s. It was either like a super wide shot or like a single shot on like somebody. And then like the jokes that they made where he's like, he's like, oh, my wife and her flying saucers.
They were bad. They were not good.
They were like sad jokes. How like she was like, my husband and his indestructible head. I was like, no, why'd you have to make that joke? That broke my heart. I was like,
dog, I lost it when fucking the White Vision appeared. I was like, huh? What the fuck? I thought I knew, and then it fucking threw me completely off. I was like,
yeah.
What the fuck am I watching? What is going on?
I found out he appeared in a post-credit scene on the second to last episode.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that until like after I watched the episode, because I didn't know that he was like teased. I thought that like, I don't know, they just were gonna dismantle Vision's body or whatever.
It was at the end where he opens his eyes and they're blue.
Yeah, that was like, so when I saw episode 9 and he came out of nowhere, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm so confused. I didn't know that like it was Hayward's at first, and then I caught on. So that was like a bamboozle for me. See, I guess like sometimes not knowing makes the show better.
That's why I don't try to dig deep into it.
Yeah, that's why I don't like. I try to stay
watching it as a fan.
Yeah, like I've only seen that one trailer for Godzilla vs. King Kong. The rest of it, I
haven't even watched a single trailer.
I was like, I don't want to. I want to see it for myself. Like, so that's what I've been doing a lot with like Winter Soldier 2. I don't know what's going on because of the fact that I haven't watched a lot of promos.
I watch breakdowns of that, like after.
Yeah, I've seen those too.
I don't watch previews. I don't watch.
Yeah, I watch the breakdowns and be like, what did I miss? I just don't like it when they theorize where it's going to go, because then I'm like, I start to see it, but then I'm like, but sometimes they're wrong too, so...
Because, like, I saw one for WandaVision that was like, oh, Mephisto's going to show up. I was like...
Yeah, I saw those too.
Stop
and I was
the cap.
I thought the bunny was going to end up being gay, especially when the bunny ate the bird or whatever in the series finale. But WandaVision's transformation, damn. Whoever the costume department was on her costume... They need a raise, bro. Like, God.
That man need a raise because he made a lot of dudes raise.
I know, she just went boom, full red, and then I fell in love. I was like, wow.
So this is love.
Sorry, babe. You're going to have to leave.
Your phone, who this?
Oh.
But yeah.
Where's my Scarlet Witch?
When is it my turn to be happy?
Alright, so anyway, so how long was that discussion? 15 minutes, not bad.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, so I just wanted to talk about, great segue. So there's another thing that I want to talk about. Do you want to talk about the CC or the MH first?
I don't care.
Don't care. He doesn't care. Okay.
Let's go with CC.
CC first. Yeah. Okay. Cancel culture. It's something that like...
It's hot. It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot right now. It seems a little more prevalent than it's ever been. People are getting canceled or almost getting canceled, petitioning to cancel a lot of people. Like Johnny Depp is pretty much out of the picture.
You'll get canceled for trying to cancel.
Yeah, It's crazy. You'll get canceled for just saying the wrong word by accident. Like, it doesn't matter if it was an accident. You're done. It's crazy. And I guess I wanted to address it just to see if maybe anybody else had additional opinions on it. But it's fun to talk about, too. You know, for us putting ourselves out there in the world open for judgment and possible cancellation now at this point, like...
Hey, yo, no. We already fucked up.
No, I mean, like... Anyway, it's just...
We fucked up one time and that shit was bad.
It's an interesting topic for sure.
No, it definitely is. I saw this whole conversation earlier. Well, not earlier, but before. What is it a good thing for like VTubers and like faceless YouTubers to become a thing for that reason?
VTubers?
Virtual YouTubers. They use like motion tracking programs and like they use like face trackers, motion trackers, and they just put like an animated character. Usually it's an anime character, and it'll just be like on the screen. So just turn around and Google Code Miko real quick.
Code Miko. Okay. Let's see. Code Miko. Images?
Yeah.
Yo, what the hell is this?
That's her fake. That's her character. That's her technical, like, her virtual YouTuber.
Wait, so like
that
this is like a stream.
You'll see the screen, and that's what you see.
So this is actually her.
I believe so. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not I don't follow.
So basically, like on Twitch, for example, when they have the
Google Iron Mousey.
Iron who?
Iron Mousey, I think her name is.
Iron Mouse.
Like Mousey, like the mouse.
Iron Mouse. This is anime.
That little pink, the fourth one.
This.
Yeah, that's a character. That's a VTuber. That's a character. You see that on the screen, but the actual person you don't see ever.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
like Corpse husband. He's a faceless YouTuber.
I feel like
you still get the life of like being kind of famous, but you never really get the full credit per se by doing that. But at the same time, if you do show your face, you get the full credit, but you're under the spotlight a lot more.
See, there's a YouTuber that my brother and I have watched for years. H2O Delirious. I don't know if you know him, but he's never shown his face. And he does a bunch of Let's Plays. He has amazing commentary. And he's never shown his face. And I think that's because of like the whole spotlight reason.
Like privacy. Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like, I don't know, us putting our face, I don't want to be like recognized. I'm more of a keep to myself kind of guy. So like...
I'm more like a hey, yo, what up?
Yeah, like I'll agree with you, I'll talk with you, but for the most part... I don't know.
Like you can't start questioning me or I might punch you.
I won't insult you. I'd like to walk away. I'd be like, what? I gotta leave.
Brandon walked away from me, and we know each other for a minute. So I'm surprised he hasn't walked away from this podcast. All right, so back to no kidding. Yeah, Brandon, you're good at people walking out of your life.
Oh yes, it's happened since birth.
Oh,
keep them coming. They just make me stronger.
But anyways, back to the topic: cancel culture.
Yes.
I feel like it's a good thing and a bad thing with like the whole showing your face thing, because like I said, if we show our face, we get the credibility. We're more recognizable. We know like it's easier to know who we are as people.
Yeah.
While if it was like a faceless thing, just an audio thing for us. It'd be like, yo, who the fuck? Like,
yeah, it'd be very hard to distinguish just by voice.
Exactly.
You'd have to like talk
it's like
to
even with masks, like at the wine shop, I went like maybe 2 months, 3 months where a guy didn't see my mask. Didn't see my face without a mask. Until one time I was eating lunch and he walks downstairs and he goes, "Oh, so that's what you look like." I'm like, all right, well that's kind of fucked the way you phrase that, but yeah.
Oh, that's what you look like.
So it's like I feel like it's kind of like that. The same good thing as like a mask. You can kind of, with like a faceless thing, you could kind of get your own idea through audio, but you can't put a face on it. While like us, now you know everything about us essentially. Like,
yeah, like we're opening ourselves up.
We're a target. We're a public target now.
Yeah, look at these people could just look for anything they could take out of context. They'd be like, "Oh, I'm taking that. Yep, I'm sending it up to the fucking government."
Yep.
Cancel them. Oh no! I mean, it's. You want me to put that off?
No.
Keep staring at it.
I keep looking at it because I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Why is that on your screen? I forgot I told you to put it. Hey, yo.
You looked at it like it was my shit.
Like, yo, what the fuck? What are you watching?
You put me here, Nick.
But cancel culture goes back to, like, there's some people that deserve it, though.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, I agree. Like, say, for example, I don't know, I didn't want to touch on this before, but I guess we will now. It's settled now. The David Dobrik situation.
Yeah.
I feel like he kind of earned it if... Like, I mean, like, it's hard to say, but there's a level of responsibility there. Like,
I wouldn't say earned. I definitely would say he had it coming.
Yeah, that's what I meant. He had it coming. I don't know the words.
Because, like, for him, it was a whole... Like, he was only the guy behind the camera.
Yeah.
And for him, he was just trying to get content.
Yes.
I'm not defending him. Don't think I'm defending him because, like, sexual abuse is sexual abuse. It doesn't matter who does it to who.
I agree with that too, and I want to say too that I try to say things and I end up sounding like an asshole. I don't mean to.
Same.
When I say like he earned something, I'm trying to find the word.
Same.
But what I mean to say is that, like, for example, the whole sexual harassment, the prank that he did, where he had zero concern. That wasn't okay. I don't think that was like...
You can't also, like, in that same video, they included, like, after that whole scene. Yeah. I watched the original one. I've watched them all.
Yeah.
Where he goes, what the fuck just happened? Oh, we're all going to jail. If you keep a scene in like that, then that means you know you did something wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like you kind of had it coming.
Well, you see, I think I'm not backing him up or defending him, but I'm, like, trying to gain perspective by wondering if, like, he probably thought it was a prank at that time. But even then, shouldn't you clarify with...
But even then, that's not even where the whole cancel thing started. It started off a prank that he did with the other guy, Seth, where he had Jason kiss him.
Yeah, and then
and I'm in a weird place because I'm like, yeah, it's not a good thing, but at the same time, you gave permission the second time, no matter even how long ago it was, you still gave permission, and then the third time you were asking to refilm.
Well, do you know the allegations that came up from, like, 2019?
With David, or?
Well, like, with his friends that he was vlogging with. The whole, like, RAPE allegations that came out. So. Yes, like, I don't know what to say about that, but, like, I find it odd whenever something resurfaces after, like, a year.
Oh, yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I mean? Like, if it... I don't know. It's a touchy subject. So, I think that, like...
Because, like, it's bad... Because it's bad because the only reason it resurfaced is because something else was brought up?
Yeah, like, I just... Yeah, because I've noticed that, like, I didn't hear about it in 2019. I only heard about it now.
I heard
after
about
the
it in
whole
2019, but
cancellation.
I don't know to what extent.
Yeah, because all I know is that it was brought up. I don't know anything about it. I just know that it was brought back up because I watched a video about this whole news. It was like a 10-minute video by one of the YouTube news people. Mm-hmm. So that's the only information that I got. I'm not like an expert on the situation.
I pretty much should know the story.
I know, it's a bad image.
It's a very bad image.
Yes, like it sounds awful.
Now and then you remember, right? And then one of the people that accused, like one of the first accusers, Trisha.
I don't know who these are.
She was Jason Nash's ex, the older guy.
Yes.
And she was like, there was a clip where she would be in the like vlogs, and she goes, "If me and Jason ever break up, you better hope we don't, cause I'll like ruin you." To like to David and one of the other guys, Zane. And it's like now it's kind of like she kind of kept her word on it, but like she's weird, like she's bad, like she's. For me, I find her so weird, cause like that podcast that like brought it all up, their podcast. Yeah. Just the other day, there was a clip I saw on TikTok, where she posted like her whole grocery list, as a subliminal message to her co-host, saying that about grilled cheeses.
I don't know what that means.
So let's say you like grilled cheeses, right?
Yes.
I go to Walmart or buy everything you need for a grilled cheese, post it one by one on my Instagram story, just as a subliminal message to get to you, for you to pick up and be like, hey, I'm making the grilled cheese. Exactly. It's like, who the fuck does that?
That's a lot of effort. Is what that sounds like.
And apart from that, it was gross because she also had grilled cheese, butter, and peanut butter. You put the peanut butter, and then you put butter, and then the grilled cheese, and the cheese in the middle.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I'm like, are you really letting this person be the front runner of the campaign?
Oh, some people just have their own... Oh.
That image just grossed you out.
Who the fuck put
bread,
butter on
peanut butter, butter, cheese?
No, it's called peanut butter for a reason. It already has I just like that's
not even that.
What kind of combination?
Who put peanut butter on the grilled cheese?
Best. It's not even a grilled cheese at that point. It's just a grilled fucking
it's a
nut,
peanut butter
bro.
and cheese butter sandwich. What the fuck? But also, remember that whole James Charles situation that happened like a year, 2 years ago? Maybe
no.
Not. He was accused of like something about sexual assaulting.
Your voice
cracked.
Yeah, I know.
Sexual assault with like a minor at a restaurant or some shit like that. I don't remember. And there was this whole drama that happened back then. Now he's being canceled again for another similar thing. Where multiple like younger underage boys are saying like, "Hey, James Charles messaged me, yada yada yada," like almost grooming. I'm like,
if it
I
happens
feel like
a second
it repeats a second time, then you're actually doing it.
Yeah, like I don't like if
it's like you don't burn your hand on the stove and then go and put your hand right back in.
Yeah, like usually like one time, everybody makes mistakes. Yeah. It's okay.
I mean,
Second
not
time,
everybody
though,
does sexually assaults people, but.
Oh yeah, I mean, in that regard, I mean, the first time too. What are you doing? Like, you have to really, really press on to somebody for like allegations to arise. I feel like, because like, at least I don't know. From like my rational mind, I feel like you have to be really messed up. I don't know. Like there must be something wrong with like you at that moment to make you want to do something like that. Like you have to be. I don't know. Not saying that like how you feel would justify the action. Yeah, no. It's just I don't know. I don't know where they come from.
Decision.
Yeah, like I don't see a dog and like have the desire to like kick it, you know. And like even if I do, I never would.
Exactly. It's like no, and I also don't see a neighbor's dog and like want to steal it.
Yeah, like
yo, that's not my property. Like, I'll pet it if they let me, but yeah, I'm not finna go and steal it.
Yeah, like I don't even use social media, as you know, so like messaging people is not even a norm for me. I don't even message you, my guy.
Yeah, I know.
So like,
we earlier today we were talking about playing Call of Duty later. Brandon goes, yeah, maybe after we're done recording. I was like, I didn't know we were recording today, dog.
Hey, I stick to the plan. Like I'm ghost, alright? I live in my own hut.
Like week two, I wasn't even part of it, and I was like, hey, yo, what the fuck is happening?
oh, we recorded it without you. My bad.
Yeah, I was like, what?
The show must go on.
What am I, a circus monkey?
Yes, you only fit where I need you. Just.
Oh, fuck no.
Wait, I'm gonna see how much time we're at. Whoop. 30 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna put a timer right here so we know. That way I don't have to keep turning around. Ooh, alright. Got 30 minutes left. Well, yeah. See, okay, back to cancel culture and these cases that we... one thing I'd like I can't speak. I like that Eminem was brought up in the cancel culture again, and he prevailed. I think I like to see moments like that.
I knew about it, but I didn't actually read into it.
So what I understood from it was that the lyrics from "Love the Way You Lie," where the last line where he's like, "I'll tie you to the bed and set this house on fire," right? They took that and abuse of whatever else they wanted to throw around. I mean, like everything Eminem has always been criticized for. But this has been Eminem's whole career. Like, he's built his controversy, his career around controversy. So they tried to take that and go against him. And then Eminem's only response was releasing the lyric video to Tone Deaf, which is about his cancel culture, about he's going to do whatever the hell he wants and how it's just rhyming, like, calm down, and he's not going to stop until they cancel me, is like how it goes. So that was like the whole dealio around it. But it's nice to see situations like that happen. and know that like not every celebrity that gets attacked
falls
yeah, like the whole Gina Carano situation, we brought it up before. I think we have. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know. Like I just like, oh yeah, we did. I don't see like, it happens often, and then Johnny Depp, he suffered.
But see, I feel like Johnny Depp was a victim, though.
Yeah, see, and like it still
he
sucks.
Got canceled, but not because of his own actions.
Yeah, I know, that's what's like unfortunate about it. It's like even if you're not even doing something wrong.
Like everybody by the end of that trial knew that he was essentially the victim.
Yeah, it's just.
But it's like Hollywood branded him as a fucking.
Druggy.
Like a black hole.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because I felt like he made such a staple.
Oh yeah, he was crucial for a lot of people.
Yeah, like the whole Pirates of the Caribbean.
Essentially carried Disney through the whole Pirates of the Caribbean era.
Yeah, that's
Disney
like,
wasn't big on Marvel back then. Like
I know, that's just sad to see, man. Cause like, I don't know. That's why I don't think, like, no offense to like fans like me, people like me, I don't think that like they should have the ultimate say in what happens. Because, like, I mean, like, unless, like, it's something really controversial, like the Gina Carano situation, I understand. The whole David Dobrik situation is understandable. You see how something of this, like, image can affect how you're perceived by people. And, of course, we want to have good, models and representations up there. It's just, like, where do they draw the line? And, like, for example, like, somebody like Eminem, who purposely stirs the pot. Right? He doesn't get canceled. I mean, I wouldn't want him to. Not saying I would. But, and then there's people like Johnny Depp who don't do anything. There's people like Gina Carano who just make controversial tweets, but she hasn't really, like, I don't know.
But at the same time, the other day at work, I was on my break, and my other guy that was on register told me, after I came back from break, that there was a lady that came into the store returning her shoes. Obviously, like, you gotta ask, like, hey, what's the reason you're returning? Are they bad? Or yada, 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 yada. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I no longer want to be associated with Nike as a brand. Oh, well, why is that? Oh, because of the Satan shoes that Lil Nas X released.
Oh, I remember.
I was like, well, first of all, that's just our shoe that we have no purpose, like, no involvement in other than it's our product. Second of all, the company that's making it is Mischief, I think is how you pronounce it, and we sued them for, like, defamation of character kind of deal. Like, you can't use I forgot what the fuck the term is, but it's like, because it's such a recognizable item for Nike, and you're modifying it to something that's causing so much controversy, it's like it's making us look bad.
Yeah, defamation.
So it's like yeah, exactly. So it's like we sued them for that. So I'm like. And then I was like, and then it's a double-sided coin. That lady was mad about the whole Lil Nas X Satan shoes, but somebody made the Holy Water Air Max 97s that supposedly has, like, actual fucking holy water in the air bubble, and a big ass metal, like, cross.
I think somebody shared those on Facebook. I think I saw.
Yeah, so I'm like, where's the controversy for that?
I think it's.
Are you pushing as atheist people or agnostic people or Satanists to fucking have to see that?
I think it was just the whole Satanistic deal. I mean, like, playing with the devil in any regard is always seen as, like, what the... Like, especially people who are extremely...
Exactly, and considering that how one political party is tied very much with religion.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy. I didn't know somebody would actually go as far as to not associate themselves with a brand.
Yeah, I don't want to associate myself with Nike anymore because of the Lil Nas X shoes.
I mean, no offense, but like
you gotta
I would never stop buying Nike shoes.
Well, you gotta be mad, dumb.
I know, you gotta be really upset for something. They had to have, like, slaughtered half of Asia in order to, like, for me to, like, stop buying their shoes. Like, that's a bad example.
Fucking genocide. Nike became a genocide company.
Yeah, they had to have, like, the next generation Hitler.
No, God, no.
But even then, like, I don't know, their shoes are comfortable. Like, I don't know.
We're also one of the best fucking brands.
And it's just the
like
trends.
Our next competitor is Adidas, and I wouldn't say Adidas is that close to us.
Yeah, like, it's...
That's personal bias.
It's like, it's a trend now, I guess, that, like, these controversial things come up, and by next year they're forgotten. I don't even remember what last year's controversy was. I mean, like, other than... the pandemic, that was like it. Everything else kind of just. Oh yeah, and then the whole Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter, border wall.
Yes, that too. So yeah, like I mean, for the most part, I don't know. I feel like these things that pop up, they come and go.
And I feel like most of them have to do with some sort of politics that is involved.
Politics. We're not political on this. No. That'll tear people apart. They're like, we need to bring this country together by dividing them into two factions and seeing which one prevails.
I watch a political YouTuber because I fucking find his humor like hilarious.
Who?
His name is Hassan Piker.
Hassan Piker.
Piker. Yeah, but his handle is Hasanabi. Hasanabi. Hasanabi.
Yes.
And like the whole like for us, our topic in general, the boulder shooting at the King Supers.
Yeah.
Last week or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he covered it. He gave his like political stance on it or whatever. And people are like, "What? So are you like you do not want people to have guns?" He's like, "No, I want people to have their murder dildos. Their murder dildos are always fun, but I want them to be regulated, because like guns are essentially just like a form of pleasure for some people."
Yeah.
So he called it a murder dildo. So I just find it like, how do you take that? How do you get that so out of context? Like, I don't have a problem with murder dildos. I just want them to be regulated.
Like, how long do you have to be calling them that for that to be your first answer to it? Like,
exactly.
I mean, good on him for creating something unique, for sure. But like,
next time we see an AR.
Yeah, that's my first time ever in life hearing.
Hey, I'm a bit. If we play COD later, I'm gonna be like, alright, I'm gonna put my murder dildo.
You know what that reminds me of? Have you ever played Saints Row 3, I think, or 4?
Saints Row?
Saints Row?
Yeah.
The one where you have like a giant dildo as a bat or whatever, and you just swing it
like
around.
Like a sword kind of deal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that exactly.
That's what a murder dildo is to me.
But those were regulated.
Yeah, you couldn't shoot people with them.
Oh my god.
Oh, all the rectums that would be destroyed.
All the semen is the bullets. The fucking hard ass semen. Not only do you die, but you're humiliated as you die.
Bro, imagine like you just like reload by like removing a testicle clip, and then you're like
like a pump shotgun. Oh fuck! Oh, I don't know if it was a good idea to do a podcast now.
You have to give it like good 2 or 3 strokes.
It's not actual bullets. It's just spray. It's just a spray. Oh shit! Oh fuck! It got hot in here all of a sudden. Oh fuck! Oh shit! We gotta get serious now.
Okay, time to get serious. We'll talk about our last topic.
Segue.
Oh.
From murder dildos
to mental health.
Oh shit.
Alright, so I wanted to touch on this because it's been a topic that I've had a conversation with a few of my friends recently about just our mental health and how we feel. Especially during the time that now it seems like the world's about to turn back to normal. Within like by the end of the year, maybe we won't be in a pandemic anymore. There'll be less precautions like social distancing and wearing a mask by December, maybe. Who knows? Like, it's hard to tell.
Supposedly it's going to be the summer, but I doubt it. Considering how we just moved into the whole everybody could get the shot and we don't have enough.
I mean, that's a lot of vaccines, too.
Exactly.
So, yeah, and then, like, on top of that, I don't know, like, what would you say your mental health is at? On a scale of, like, 0 to 10.
It's a solid 3. It's not good.
Why is it not good?
I don't know. It's just I'm already not a social person as is. I'm not a social butterfly. Like Brandon can go up to people and just talk to them. I can't do that. Like I'll talk to you if I have to. Like at work, I'll be like, I'll talk to you and give you my customer service voice. But if I don't know you outside of work, I'm probably not gonna talk to you. Now I'm gonna make an effort.
Which is fair.
So it's like the small circle I already have of people I actually like and respect and whatnot. It's like when somebody does shit that's like disrespectful, like backstabbing type shit, it kind of fucks me up because I'm like, yo, like I thought we were good, like I thought we were close.
Yeah.
Like you go and do some shit like this, like my mental health isn't more out of sadness; it's more out of anger.
Yeah.
So it's like my anger just envelops me to where like I just hate everyone, everything. Like,
I think I understand what you mean. I mean, you knew that my default, like, what is it? Default pit was sadness. Yeah. Whereas like yours was anger.
Yeah. I
feel like recently, that has made a slight change. Because I'm more upset than I am like sad. Because I don't know, there comes a point where you could only be so sad, you know. And I feel like, I don't know. See, I don't even know how to like approach mental health topics.
It's hard.
It's
because like there's a lot of information that you have that you don't know if you want to share.
Yeah, like we're not experts here, and I'm not afraid to like, I guess.
And like for me, within my family, there's a lot of stigma.
Yes.
So it's like just coming out and saying everything, like just saying I have shit mental health is already a lot.
Yeah.
When I told my parents, my dad's whole resolution was why though? You have everything you need in life.
Exactly, bro. You're entitled. Fuck.
I'm like, thanks, Dad. Except for a father figure.
Except for a father figure.
Like, no, I love my dad.
Yeah.
It's like more of a business relationship.
Yeah. I don't know. There's important things that I would like to preface about mental health, and that's just like, one, I feel like it's something that can be treated. It's just difficult, especially with like your circle. Like, for example, my mom doesn't believe in therapy. I'm sure you said that your parents don't either.
My dad doesn't. My mom does, but she doesn't believe in actually going to therapy.
Yeah. Because, like, my mom's, she's more traditional, I guess. She's more like, do it yourself.
My mom only believes in therapy because she works at Whole Foods.
Don't they offer therapy or something like that?
No, essentially they covered for like therapy for like 7 sessions or some shit.
Yeah.
But she only believes in it because like a lot of her coworkers, not saying anything, not racism, but a lot of her coworkers are white that go to therapists for the most, like for small things sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's kind of a good thing because like when my parents got divorced, the therapist told my mom that she needed to see a therapist. My mom's like, no. I moved on.
No, I'm my own therapist.
It's like I'm always right, so why would I do that?
Therapy, to me, I don't know how it would like work. Because I'm stubborn, first of all. Like, everybody knows how stubborn I am. I like to do things my own way, and it's always been that way. For sure. I'm very entitled to my pursuit in life. So, in that regard, I'm very stubborn. But also at the same time, I feel like it could teach me to be, I guess, more open and honest. Find a level of integrity for myself. Because I learned this thing a couple months ago that, like, pretty much changed the way I thought. And I've never been one to really just, like, lie. I don't like to be dishonest.
I'm a big liar.
But
I know how to cover my shit.
Yeah, like, I tend to come across as an asshole sometimes. But I'd rather be perceived as an asshole and be honest than, like, you know, try to maintain a good image that I can't hold for somebody. You know, because eventually the truth will, like, be revealed. So, and there was this thing about how, like, integrity is important. And I felt like I was being as honest as I could with other people, but not with myself. For example, setting these standards for myself, like, I'm going to wake up on time, I'm going to eat breakfast before I go to work, I'm going to do a good job at work, and then I'm going to come home, I'm going to edit a video, I'm going to focus on school, and I'm going to get these things done. But I don't end up doing half of that, right? That, I didn't realize, builds a distrust in your own brain subconsciously, that it doesn't believe half of the things you're saying. And I didn't realize that I was spiraling downward in that cycle, making less and less promises, but also still falling short and feeling less and less capable in just doing anything myself.
And I think that comes into play, like, when we touch base on it, why I'm more of a day, like, same day kind of plans.
Yeah.
Because I just hate fucking shit falling through. Like, how are you going to give me plan from 3 weeks in advance and you bail on it?
That's fair. I can see how that gets annoying.
So I'm like, I'll put you in the heat of the spot of the heat of the moment. Are we doing this shit or not? Like, if it's a no, that means a no. If it's a yes, there's still a chance for a no, but it's higher that it will happen because it was in such a short notice. I recently had a whole essentially breakdown. I've rethought about a lot of things, and recently I changed my way of how I want to interact with people. And I've done it differently since then.
Good, because I fucking hated you. I'm just kidding.
I'm no longer reaching out to people. But, I'm talking about my personal life. On my Snapchat, the only people I talk to, are my streaks. Which half of them are my family. Once, for me now, if you don't... I'm not going to go out of my way to talk to you if you don't send me the message first. I don't care if we were fucking... essentially bonded. I don't care if we worked together for a day. I'm over being the fucking... for reaching out. Putting my hand out just to fucking... get it fucking stabbed.
Yeah.
And it's simple shit. It's I've always said it. It's every man for himself.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's that simple. It's cool to try to do your best on shit, try to work hard, but at the end of the day, it's every man for himself.
To me, I disagree, respectfully,
mm-hmm.
because it seems too absolute. I mean, I understand. For example, John. He's a better example than I am. Yeah. Where he, at the end of the day, is every man for himself.
Yeah.
But he's also struggling with the same thing you are, where he's trying to be more involved with his social life. Mm-hmm. Because he's more of an introvert, just different from your approach. That's where, I see where you two differ, is that...
John's an open book, too.
Yeah, and I feel like part of that's just, that's the internal, voice that prevents people from wanting to be that way. Because I know Marcus isn't that way either. He's not one to necessarily just open himself up like I am, or like John is willing to sometimes.
I don't know, it's cool, I respect the hell out of John. Because that man is...
He's committed.
Well, not even that. He does everything for himself, and then he does more. Because, with his little brother, I don't want to speak on what I don't know, but I know his little brother has something that's, sets him back a bit.
Yeah.
And John does, fucking loves the shit out of his little brother.
Yeah, John's a good brother. He's a good
It's and person. I know, he has respect for his parents, too. His mom, I know he has a lot of respect because, of the way he's talked about her. But I'm that's where me and John differentiate. I don't really care about anybody else. If you're close, if you're close to me, I'll, if you have something wrong or John has something wrong, I'd care. But, someone at work, if someone I work with told me, hey, I got a problem, I really wouldn't care. Because I'm yo,
who are you?
Not even that, it's yeah, we all do.
Yeah. I don't know. See, I guess that's where you and I differ too. Because I kind of care. I don't know. I like to hear people's struggles. Some part of me feels better when I help other people. Or at least, say, just them being able to rant or vent for whatever reason. I mean, I like to hear those more than I do just simple conversations. That's just more of my shtick. Because, as an extrovert, I have small talk all the time. As somebody who likes to go out and talk with people, small talk happens at least 3 or 4 times on the daily. So to have a conversation that sticks out, because for an introvert, having small talk is probably the only conversation you had with somebody that you don't know, right? It's something that's oh my god, I know it's overwhelming because I see my brother handle situations like that, and I'm
honestly,
yo,
that's why I put myself in retail.
That's a good move.
Because I was I'm not someone that fucking goes out and about and tries to be the center of attention. But right now, especially at Nike, I requested to always be on the register. So I'm always the fucking face that people look at when they're checking out.
Hi.
I'm forced to interact with people, even if it's a good day, bad day, rainy day, snowy day, no matter what the day is. I have to interact with them.
That gives some good communication skills.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Just sales in general. The idea of having to communicate with people for a living
Yeah,
it just
like
changes your mentality on that shit a little bit.
Yeah, when I worked at Target, that's what I liked. So, like, the tech department, since it was the most interactive with customers, it was great because I had to learn how to go up to a customer and then be able to connect with them, get past the small talk so that way I could understand who they are as a person, see what kind of product they're getting, and actually have a full-on conversation. That was my ambition every single time I went into work. That's why I love Target. I know some people that are not as talkative as I wouldn't like that. If they had to go up to customers every day, that would suck. I know one coworker in my department hated it. She never went up to customers. She just despised it. And I mean, like, she was a good worker, but she just lacked the communication skills or the desire to communicate.
Yeah, and like at the wine shop, I'm technically the back of house team, so I'm always like moving shit and like I'm essentially the power lifter. But like I'll have people that are like walk up, hey, do you know about this beer? Do you know about this wine? I'm like, huh? Dead ass G? No. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, if it's not whiskey, tequila, vodka, or a spirit, I really don't know.
That's a lot of options.
But I'll be happy to try and, like...
I'd be happy to try one for you.
Not even that. I'll be like, I'll get someone who knows more about it so they can, like, help you. Because I'd rather you leave buying something that someone else recommended than me fucking ruining it for you.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like, either way.
Either way, it can go
What's
wrong.
he gonna do? Just come back and be like, you sold me shitty beer.
Yeah, we had a lady that did that recently. She's like, hey, I bought this wine and he told me it was gonna be sweet and it was horrible. And she wanted a refund.
I'm like, well, everybody's tolerance to alcohol is different. Like, I cringe at the shot of a tequila.
I don't like wine, but I'll down tequila like it's water.
Bro, wine is... Okay, it depends on the wine.
I don't.
If it's too much of a bitter wine, those are nasty. But the sweet ones that taste like fruit juice, those are good.
I'm not a fan of wine at all.
I like
not
wine.
Not sweet, not sour, not fucking red, not white. None of it.
Damn.
Whiskey and tequila though? Fucking powered through that shit.
Yeah, wine. I don't know, I like beers. You know, like Dos Equis, Mike's, Smirnoffs are pretty good. The pussy beers.
The basic beers.
Yeah, the ones that don't really taste like alcohol because I hate the taste of alcohol.
Nah, those I learned I don't like hops.
Hops?
Yeah, it's a weird thing. But some lagers I like.
Yeah, I don't like how carbonated. Like, I don't even like soda. So, like, the carbonation of beer is worse than it is with soda sometimes, and I hate that. Like if beer was non-carbonated, I would probably like it more. To be honest, I hate carbonation. Every time I get a soda, you'll see me shake the bottle over and keep opening the bottle because it gets rid of the carbonation. I will do that. I don't care. I hate carbonation.
Like, if I see you shake my bottle, I'm gonna be pissed.
Except for root beer, because root beer's so carbonated that I just accept it.
Yeah.
Root beer's like the only soda I'll actually drink without like being like, ugh. You know, like how we went from mental health to drinks now.
It's because, like, it's not a good subject that you could just hop into.
Yeah, it's definitely... I mean, like, for us, we're not experts on it. I mean, the only thing I know is from books that I've read or, like, articles that I've read online. Like, that's the best research I've gotten into, like, conditions of what I felt like. Because when I was diagnosed with ADHD, I felt like I wanted to look into it. And for a while, I kind of used it as, like, excuse for, like, the way I was acting. Then I realized I was like, I can't let it be me. I mean, my mom has ADHD and she acts normal. I mean, she moves all the damn time. Woman pisses me off. Love you, Mom, but...
What do you mean moves all the time?
Like, she will never sit down. And even if
I
like,
thought you meant, like, houses. I was like, what the fuck? You've been in, like, one place for, like, ever.
Right, you've seen my mom, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen her sit down?
No.
For longer than 5 minutes?
I've barely ever seen your mom.
Yeah, see, exactly. She's always on the move. You never see her. She's either on the move or sleeping. One of the two. She's crazy. But, yeah. So, like, I felt like learning, because I've learned from, this was back in psychology, sophomore year. I don't know how accurate these labels are. But, I registered, or on a scale of personality, there was, I ranked highest on an intra, or I think it's, intra, and then, like, an interpersonal, and a kinesthetic, type. Which those means interpersonal, I'm very in touch with myself. I'm very understanding of who I am. Which, I mean, you know me, I like to try to dive into why I am the way that I am.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. And then intrapersonal is being able to socialize with other people. Being able to understand people, wanting to talk beyond the small talk, as I mentioned earlier.
Like, understand people.
Yeah, and then kinesthetic, touch. You mean, you know that if I get punched, I will laugh. I like to just attack you sometimes for unknown reasons.
I got the other day, I had this girl that I had talked to, where, like, I'm also someone who's, like, big with touch. Like, I was telling her, it's like, touch is essentially, like, a way of communicating the purest form of expression to me.
Bro, it's like a vibe catch.
Essentially.
Yeah, like, if I don't like your body on mine, ugh.
Nah, and, like, when you do, like, when you, like, hang on someone's shoulder, or, like, a hug, like, I feel like that's one of the purest form of expression, like, of comfort, of...
Yeah, like hugs. Hugs are great. Hugs are fantastic.
Well, I do a lot of, like, shoulder lean, like, when someone's, like, next to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yo, like, I trust you enough to where I would put my fucking...
Hold my body
exactly.
weight, fam.
But this girl was like, yo, like, I get that we're close and all, but, like, just don't touch me.
I mean, some people don't like touching.
No, I know, and it was like, it's not like an intimate way. It'd be like a shoulder bump or like a tap like that.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, like, cool, but like I'll respect it. Like I won't touch you, but you also understand that my biggest way of communication is through touch.
Yeah, it's like you see where.
So it's like if I slip up and like give you a bump or something, like. You can't just fucking go off on me, be like, yo, like...
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like sometimes it's just, like, autopilot.
Yeah,
it just,
exactly.
Like, it happens. Because, like, you know me, every time I see somebody, I have a tendency to just run up to you.
Beat the shit out of him.
Like,
yeah, you're right.
Hey, I never actually hurt anybody.
Yeah, he hasn't hospitalized anybody.
Yeah, but, I don't know, because, like, there's a certain level of, like, comfort there. And I understand why some people don't. I mean, people have had, like, trauma.
Well, like... When I worked at Whole Foods, the main guy at the store, like the store leader, was a germaphobe.
Yes.
So like even if you would like at an interview, if you went in for a handshake, he'd step back from you.
I mean, especially during these times of COVID.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. He would check out his own groceries and then go home.
I forgot that shaking hands wasn't a thing that people did with COVID. And, like, even when we had gloves back when I worked at Amazon, they're like, nope, sorry, I'll bump you on the elbow. And I'm like...
I'd be dapping people up left and right now.
Yeah, and I just...
like, what up, G?
I'm like, I don't know. It's just, like, it's weird. Because, like, if you're going to bump elbows, you're still, like...
It's still contact.
I mean, that's skin-to-skin contact. But, like, if shaking hands with gloves... That's a problem.
You wash your hands more often than you wash your elbows.
Yeah, it made no sense to me. But, like, I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I just stopped greeting people. I'm like, hi. I stood the 6 feet away. I was like, this is the world that we're living in.
I'd be dapping people up. I'd be like, yo, what up, G? Like, if I die, I die.
I know, and then I'm the one that got COVID.
I think I got it, like, early.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
But, like, again, I don't know.
Look at us, still alive. Think.
Unfortunately.
God.
Where are we sitting at?
How we are sitting at, right now, an hour and 1 minute, 2 minutes almost. Damn. Quite the podcast. A lot that we talked about. I mean, obviously, look, I wanted to talk about mental health and cancel culture just to give an idea of, like, who we are and our perspectives.
What our beliefs, where we stand, what our beliefs are, kind of the idea.
Yeah, because we're still young. I mean, I'm barely getting into all this. I'm very numb to the world. I've lived.
Yeah, Brandon lived in his own world for the longest time.
Yeah, so my fairy tale, I've now understand it's not real.
It's weird though, cause like, you've lived in your own world, but you understand the world better. You want to like understand it.
Yeah.
I know all about the world, but I don't want anybody. I don't want to get to know it.
I don't know. I have a curious heart. I don't know. I think that's what it is.
I don't like if I don't know what it is. If I don't like it, I don't like it.
Yeah, like I always like to look into things.
I'm not are you the kind of person that will try new things, like especially with foods?
Yeah, dude.
I'm not.
See, I read that was it was something about, it's like a conformity thing where like more people are inclined to like watch the same shows and movies and do the same things because it grants a sense of comfort knowing that there's no danger from including anything else outside of their comfort zone.
Well, like I'll do with movies and like with music. I listen to different genres of music. I watch different kinds of movies.
Yeah, but I was saying like those were examples. So,
yeah,
like
no,
people
but like with food,
take those steps.
No, not with food.
I mean, like, see, with music, you know that my like, what makes it in my playlist is very, very selective, and I stick to my traditional taste. Yeah. So for me to find good new music is difficult.
Well, I be liking all the music.
See, I think that's why I like NF, because I know his music all pretty much sounds the same, and so does all the music I listened to back then, you know?
But again, so, at the same point, it's like, that's why I'm not a big fan of NF, because he just all sounds the same. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm more of an artist that likes the same but different in a way.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know, NF has enough variety for me to be, like, complacent with, but there are times when I get NF fatigue, right? Yeah. And I'll be like, I want to listen to T-Pain, like, early 2000s type of music, with, like, early Slim Shady and the Black Eyed Peas.
I didn't grow up
Chris Brown. Yeah, like, those were, like, my shtick. I love those. So, but, yeah, so I guess we can end it here. Anything else you want to add before I decide to close it off?
No, maybe hopefully we have someone next week, but again, if we don't, then
yeah, I mean, this wasn't too bad either. It was just,
I feel like we get a message better through here like this and through a group.
Yeah, because I mean, like, we don't get as much perspective, but I mean, we get a little bit more of a discussion.
If we're the two main people, then you kind of understand who we are better than.
Yes. If you don't like us, then hey, I'm open to criticize. I hate myself too, man. So help me out here.
I hate Brandon too. So.
Yeah, so see, we all win if you just help me.
If you just hate him with us.
Yes, the most I get famous for being the most hated person alive. But you know what?
The most disliked video.
You know what's funny too is that NF song "Hate Myself." I love that song. I know that song word for word. I could sing it right now. Oh. Kind of hard when I hate myself.
We're gonna get copy straight because you keep saying
I don't see you like I should. Stop. You look so misunderstood, and I wish I could help, but it's hard when I hate myself. Pray to God with my arms open. If this is it, then I feel hopeless. And I wish I could help, but it's hard when I hate myself.
Alright, call it. We're done.